Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are healthy and safe at your home. I am Shweta Jain representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. So children, today I am back here to teach you science chapter number 8, reproduction in animals. I have already explained this chapter to you in my previous videos. So today in this part we will discuss this chapter in brief along with your book work and copy work. So children, open your books. Chapter 8, Reproduction in Animals, page number 66. So children, reproduction here means the process by which living organisms produce young ones of their own kind. As I have already explained you, it is the process by which organisms are capable of producing more number of organisms. Okay, and here own kind refers to the meaning that lion give birth to a baby lion, cow give birth to a baby cow, cat give birth to a baby cat. So they produce young ones which are similar to them or which are of the same type. Okay. Now here this process is very important because it maintains the continuity of life. Now continuity of life means if organisms are not able to reproduce, then what will happen? Then gradually over a period of time life will come to an end because it is very necessary to produce more number of organisms, and which is possible only through the process of reproduction. Now children, on the basis of reproduction, animals are divided in two categories. These two categories are, first is the egg laying animals, so these are the animals which lay eggs, and the second category is the animals that give birth to the babies. Now here if we talk about the examples, so examples to this category, that is egg laying animals, are there are so many examples like birds, insects, then there are reptiles like lizard, crocodile, and another example is frogs. They also reproduce by laying eggs. And if we talk about the examples to this category, that is animals that give birth to babies, again there are so many examples like lion, cow, cat, and even human beings, they also reproduce by giving birth to babies. So let us discuss each of these categories. So children, egg laying animals. Now how egg laying animals reproduce? They used to lay their eggs. Now when they lay their eggs, the baby develops and grows inside the egg only, and it needs warm conditions for its growth and development. So the parent bird either sit on the egg, or the parent animal either sit on the egg to keep it warm, or they keep their eggs in the warm places so that they can get the warmth from the sun. And when they get the proper conditions, after several weeks they comes out of the egg. This process is called as hatching, means the baby comes out of the egg by breaking the shell of the egg. And this type of reproduction is seen in birds, insects, frogs, and all these examples we have already discussed in detail in the previous lecture also. So children, let us come to the structure of an egg. Now have a look at the board here. This is the structure of an egg. Egg is oval in shape. Now it has three parts. These three parts are, as you can see here, this outermost part is called as eggshell. Now eggshell here is hard thin and outer covering. It provides protection to the baby which is developing inside it. Then second part is albumin. Albumin is a white jelly-like substance which is rich in proteins. And the third part, inside the albumin is a yellow colored part which is called as yolk, and yolk is rich in fats, vitamins and minerals, and it provides nutrition or it provides food to the developing embryo. Now embryo here means the immature or the unborn baby which is developing inside the egg. Okay children, so that unborn or immature baby gets the food by the yolk of the egg. So this is the structure of egg. Now children, the birds, or if we talk about a bird, now when they sit on the egg, they keep it warm. So this process is called as incubation. So it is the process by sitting on the egg and providing it warmth. Okay. So the term is incubation. So here we have learnt about two terms, hatching, which means coming out of the egg by breaking the shell of the egg, and second term we have learnt is incubation, which means giving warmth to the developing, giving warmth to the egg so that the baby develop inside the egg. Okay children. Now, so children, the stages of development from an embryo to the mature animal is called as life cycle of an animal. So here we will discuss the life cycle of butterfly. Okay, so here we will discuss about life cycle of butterfly. So children, in the life cycle of butterfly, there is an adult butterfly. As you can see here, this is an adult butterfly. It is the body of butterfly. Now these are the wings. This is called as adult butterfly. Now this adult butterfly lays its eggs on the leaves of trees. As you can see here, these small circles which I have made, these are the eggs. So this is the first stage of life cycle of butterfly, eggs which are laid on the leaves. Then when these eggs matures and fully develops, then larva comes out of it. So the larva of butterfly is called as caterpillar. So you can see here, this is a caterpillar. Now you can see that this caterpillar is different from butterfly, because this is not a fully grown butterfly till now. We call this larva as caterpillar. Now when this caterpillar grows and matures, it forms the third stage of the life cycle, which is called as pupa. Here you can see this stage is called as pupa. Now what happens here? Caterpillar feeds on the leaves of the trees and it grows in size. It develops a protective covering around it. This protective covering is called as cocoon. So here you can see this is a cocoon, and inside the cocoon pupa is there. Then after some time a beautiful small butterfly comes out of it, and this is the adult butterfly then. So this is the complete life cycle of a butterfly: adult butterfly, then eggs, then caterpillar and pupa. So these are the 4 different stages of life cycle of butterfly. Okay children. So now let us take some more examples like life cycle. If we talk about the life cycle of a hen, then there are several stages like adult hen. it lay eggs. Eggs mature, these are incubated, and when they mature, the baby hatches out. The baby hen is called as chick. When chick grows up, it grows into an adult hen. Okay, so this is the life cycle of a hen, which includes 3 stages: eggs, then chick, and then adult hen. Similarly, if we talk about the life cycle of a frog, then children, adult frog lays its eggs in clusters inside a water body. So eggs are laid in clusters, and these cluster of eggs is called as a spawn. Then few eggs out of it hatches out, and it forms a larva of frog, which is called as tadpole. This larva then grows into a baby frog, and this baby frog then matures and forms into an adult frog. So this is the life cycle of a frog. You can see adult frog, it lays eggs in form of clusters, which are called as a spawn. Then these eggs grow into tadpole, tadpole grow into baby frog. Now children, here tadpole is different in structure from the adult frog. Now the changes in the form of an organism during the stages of development is called as metamorphosis. So the term here is metamorphosis. It is the changes in the form of an organism from the larva stage to the adult stage. So here you can see that in a tadpole, it lives in water, so it breathes through gills. But the frog, it breathes through lungs. Okay, so tadpole breathes through gills, it has a long tail, but when it gets converted into an adult frog, it loses its tail and it develops legs and hands also, and it starts breathing with the help of lungs. So this process is called as metamorphosis. So now we come to the another category of reproduction, that is animals which give birth to babies. So children, here animals like cow, cat, dog, lion, deer, they all give birth to babies. Now here the baby is developed inside the mother's body, and when it is born, the mother takes care of it. Okay. Now here the animals which give birth to babies, they are called as mammals. These type of animals, they feed their young ones with their own milk. So these are the characteristic features of mammals, that they give birth to babies, then they feed their babies with their own milk, then they breathe through lungs, and the fourth characteristic is they have hairs on their body. So these are some of the characteristics of mammals. Now children, there are some mammals which do not live on land, they live in sea. So these are called as sea mammals. So some of the examples of sea mammals are whales, dolphins and seals. Now there is one more example, that is kangaroo, which we have talked about in previous explanation also, that the baby kangaroo is very small in size, and when it is born, then there is a pouch on the mother's body. So this joy, the baby kangaroo which is called as joy, it comes inside that pouch, and then it grows till it becomes mature inside that pouch only. So children, this was all about the explanation of this chapter. I hope you all have understood it well. Now we will discuss the book work and copy work. So children, let's start with exercise given on page number 69. Let's recall. Fill in the blanks with the correct words from the box. Here you can see that a help box is given and some words are given into it, by the help of which you can fill the blanks. Words are metamorphosis, reproduction, egg, butterfly and birds. So let us start first. Dash is important for the continuity of life on the earth. So here the correct answer is reproduction. Second, in birds, baby develops inside an dash. So birds are the egg laying animals. So baby develops inside the egg. So we will write here egg. All dash reproduce by laying eggs. So correct answer here is birds. A dash lays eggs on leaves. So here the correct answer is butterfly. Butterfly lays its eggs on leaves. Then the process of changes from a young form to an adult form is called, answer is metamorphosis. Okay. Now we come to the next exercise which is given on page number 71. So open page number 71. Let us start with exercise number A, that is tick the correct answer. Now what you have to do here, 4 options are given, read the statement carefully and then tick the correct option. Which of the following animals lays eggs? Cow, whale, frog, dog. So here cow, whale and dog, all these 3 are the mammals, they give birth to young ones, and here frog is the animal which lays eggs. So we will put a tick mark on C option. Then a white jelly-like substance present in the egg is called yolk, eggshell, embryo, albumin. Children, here the correct answer is D option, that is albumin. Albumin is a white jelly-like substance which is rich in proteins. Then third is birds sit on their eggs to keep them A. cool, B. round, C. flat, D. warm. So here birds sit on eggs to keep them warm and the process is called incubation. So we will put a tick on D option. Which animal's life cycle shows metamorphosis? Now A. bird, B. butterfly, C. lion and D. deer. Metamorphosis is change in form from young to an adult. So it is shown by butterfly. So B option is the correct one. Then which of the following animals is not a mammal? Dolphin, frog, monkey, elephant. Here frog is not a mammal, it is an egg-laying animal. Okay. Now we move to the next exercise on the same page, that is page number 71. Exercise number B. Write T for true and F for false statement. Boxes are given over here and you have to write T or F after reading the sentence. First is all insects reproduce by laying eggs. So this is a correct statement. So we write T over here. A butterfly's egg hatches into a tadpole. Now this is a false statement because the larva of butterfly is called as caterpillar and it's not called as the tadpole. Tadpole is the larva of a frog. So we will write F over here. Third is a tadpole hatches out of the frog's egg. Now this is a correct statement because frog's larva is called as tadpole. Now we move to next, that is number 4. Mammals give birth to young ones. Now this is the correct statement because it is the characteristic feature of mammals that they give birth to young ones and feed them with their own milk. So we will write T over here. Then fifth, whales and dolphins reproduce by laying eggs. This is a false statement because whales and dolphins are mammals that live in sea. They are the sea mammals. They give birth to young ones. So we will write F over here. Now we move to the next exercise. It is on page number 72. Exercise number C. Name the following. First, 2 animals that reproduce by laying eggs. So you have to write the names of any 2 animals that lay eggs. So we have given here 2 examples. One is frog and second is birds. Then second, 2 animals that reproduce by giving birth to young ones. So again you can write names of any 2 animals which give birth to young ones. So we have written here cow and zebra. Third, stages of the life cycle of a butterfly. As I have explained you right now, there are 4 stages in the life cycle of butterfly. These are egg, then caterpillar, then pupa and then adult butterfly. Fourth, 2 mammals that live in water. These are whale and dolphin. Then the large cluster of eggs laid by a frog. So this cluster of egg laid by a frog is called as a spawn. So we write here spawn. Let's move to the next exercise which is given on the same page. It's on let's do exercise number A. Look at the picture below. Write the name of each stages and number it in correct sequence. One has been done for you. Now you can see these pictures are shown here. These pictures are the part of life cycle of butterfly. So you have to number them accordingly. First is given A is butterfly, then B is pupa, C is caterpillar and D is egg. And how you will number it? A is this egg, then B is caterpillar, C is pupa and D butterfly. In this manner you have to number them. Okay, 1, then 2, then 3 and then 4. Now we move to the next, that is exercise number B. Label the parts of an egg. Now you can see in your book this picture is shown. This is the picture of an egg and we have to label it. So this is the first part, this is the outermost covering. This is thin, hard and outer covering which is called as egg shell. So we will write egg shell over here. Then inside it is a white jelly like part. This white jelly like part is called as albumin. So here in this third box we will write albumin. And the innermost part which is yellow in color is called as yolk. It is rich in fats, vitamins and minerals. So here we will write yolk in this second box. So children, this is all about the book exercises. Now we come to your copy work. So before we start with the copy work, children, there are some instructions for you that you have to do this copy work in your school notebooks. You have to do the work in a neat and clean way. You have to do this in a good handwriting with a sharp pencil and mark the red margins also. Now, so the first is define the following. So first definition is reproduction, the process by which living things produce young ones of their own kind. Second definition, metamorphosis, the process of changes from a young form to an adult form. Then we come to answer the following questions. So here question number 1 is, what are the different ways by which animals reproduce? Answer, animals reproduce by 2 ways. So these are, first is by laying eggs and examples are birds and frogs. Second way is by giving birth to their young ones. Here examples are cow and cat. Okay. Now we move to question number 2. Describe in brief the internal structure of an egg. So the internal structure is, first part is egg shell. It is a thin, hard outer shell. Second part is albumin. It is white jelly-like substance. Third part is yolk. It is a yellow part. Now children, here you have to draw a neat and clean diagram and you have to color it also and label it properly. Okay. Now we come to the next question. Explain the life cycle of a frog. So answer is, a frog lays hundreds of eggs in clusters called spawns. Each egg hatches into a tadpole. It lives in water and breathes through gills. The tadpole feeds and grows into an adult frog. Now let's come to our last question, that is question number 4. Draw the picture of life cycle of butterfly. So children, this is the life cycle of butterfly and right now I have explained you how to draw the picture of this life cycle. First you have to draw an adult butterfly, then a leaf on which eggs are laid, then a caterpillar and then pupa. You have to make a beautiful, colorful and neat diagram in your notebook. So children, this is all about your copy work, book work and the summary of this chapter. I hope you all have understood the topic. Now, thank you. Have a nice day.